Every night for 36 years, he traveled 200 miles a day to take care of those boys. Joe won't remember this, but I will never forget this. I was a member of the House of Representatives, and he came to speak to a group called LULAC, Labs United. And he had his boy, Bo, with him. Bo and Hunter are his two boys. Joe Biden, during his significant career, never went any place without one of his boys. When he came to Las Vegas, he brought one of his boys. So this is a wonderful human being, a great public servant, and a man whom I have such great affection and love for. Ladies and gentlemen, Vice President of the United States, Joe Biden.
That's very generous of you. As you can see, Harry and I, as we say in the Senate, a point of personal privilege, Harry and I are close personal friends. And so you're going to expect me to, anyone who knows this, will expect me to say nice things about Harry. But the truth of the matter is, if I can say this, Harry and I are friends because we, sometimes if you look at the people who you're closest to, it's not just because you may intellectually or ideologically or be compatible with them, but it usually occurs, in my experience, when you determine how those judgments they have that you share were formed. If they come from a purely sort of academic perspective and a brilliant mind, that's commendable. But it is not the stuff of which, at least where I come from, creates great bonds. I think if you look at your friends, it's usually people who you share values with that come from the gut, that are sort of, hardwired, that come from their experiences. They're the instincts I trust the most in my friends and my family and the people I love, is when I just know it's almost congenital that they feel the way they do, and that their intellect informs those judgments, but doesn't necessarily form them. And the thing about Harry is that, and this is not a political event, but I just want to say it, is that all the problems we face today are soluble, but all of them are major. All of them are major. And I said earlier this morning to a couple people I was talking to that there's an English essayist, G.K. Chesterton, who once said, "It's not that Christianity has been tried and found wanting. It's that it's been found difficult and left untried." That can be said for all religions. It's not that they've been tried and found wanting. It's that they've been found difficult and therefore they get left untried. The problems we face today are not the problems we faced in the same configuration any time in the past. The problems relating to energy are not problems that we didn't know about 30 years ago, 20 years ago, or 10 years ago, or 5 years ago. It's not that we tried to deal with it and failed. It's that it was too politically difficult to deal with it, so we left it untried. It's not that our education system, which we know is in difficulty, and I'll speak to a little bit in a moment, that we didn't know it was in trouble. It's not that we didn't know that for the last 45 years, at institutions like this great university and institutions all across America, that the biggest investment you make is quality preschool for 4-year-olds and 5-year-olds and 6-year-olds. You start a kid in a quality preschool, early education at 4, same quality preschool at age 6, same background, same kid. The kid that starts 2 years earlier has a 35% better chance of graduating from college, from high school. Has a significantly better chance of avoiding getting caught up in the crime and drug stream. We've known that. We've known the graduation rates from high school were unacceptable for a great nation. We didn't know it. We know it. We know what some of the solutions are. They're hard. They're hard. We've known that in higher education, we are still the envy of the world in our great institutions, but we rank 15th in the world in the percentage of citizens we graduate from college. 15th. It's not that we haven't known that healthcare costs are out of control. Forget for the moment, if you can, the moral component of healthcare. Just the economic component. 40% increase in less than a decade. 54% increase in premiums just in the last 7 years. We know that the federal government already pays over 45% of every healthcare dollar that's paid for Medicare and Medicaid. And we know that curve is moving exponentially out of control, making it literally impossible, no matter what Harry and his colleagues in the Congress do and what we do, to gain control of our federal deficit without bending that cost curve. We've known it. We've known it. We've known it for at least the last 12 years. So it's not that we tried to do something about it and failed. It's we looked at it and we knew it was very difficult. We left it untried. Democrats as well as Republicans. So folks, the reason why I'm so proud of Harry Reid, my friendship for him, is that we need people, Democrats and Republicans, and there's some Republicans that fit this mold as well. We need people who understand there are no small bore solutions to the problems we face. These are big, real issues that can no longer go unattended. And guess what? Guess what? It's hard. If our economy was roaring, Catherine, it was going at 6%, if the stock market was at 16,000, would it be easy? Anybody think we could get an energy policy any easier? Does anybody think it'd be any easier to get a healthcare policy to drive down those costs? Does anybody think it'd be any easier to break the eggs we have to break in the education system to get it going? So the generic point I want to make, even before I begin, is that this guy's got guts. My Republican colleagues, who I think have guts too. But I tell you, it takes some nerve to do what we have to do. So when we took office, a lot of you who supported and some of you who didn't support us, a lot of you supported us. We're hoping we didn't mean change as much as we do mean it. We need it. We need it. General, it's good to be with you. It's nice to see you. My son is a great admirer, as I am. General, she and my son work as attorney generals. My son, he sends his best. Catherine, he got back from a year in Iraq last week, and he's back to work as attorney general. And he is looking forward to seeing you.